50 years on the rails has broken the back of this GP9 locomotive. She's been rejected, neglected, and written off as scrap. Using cranes, chains, and firepower, a team of experts will tear this 109 metric ton moving machine apart.
We the breakdown boys. Tear them up, put them together.
Then rebuild her as a lean green locomotive machine. National Railway Equipment Company. There's nothing here that can't be resold, rebuilt, or recycled. On the docket today is a GP9. Dubbed the Jeep 9, it was built in the 1950s. She's clocked over 1 million kilometers in her day. Now she's production supervisor Jim Patton's problem.
Old, very old.
Jim Patton must evaluate this loco from top to bottom, inside and out. There's potential recycling value in all these parts. So it's up to him to figure out what can be salvaged.
Yeah. It doesn't look too bad. I can probably rebuild this one.
But for this project, Jim determines the mother load isn't the 1,774 metric horsepower diesel engine or the equipment rack.
Yeah, the equipment rack's in good shape.
Or even the 109 metric tons of steel and copper. It's the frame.
I just want the center, the meat of the locomotive, which is the frame. The structural part's all I want.
Because that's all Jim needs to transform a broken down relic into a locomotive of the future.
Shut these doors again real quick.
For the breakdown and rebuild project, the company's budgeted 4,000 man-hours. Anything over that eats up the profit margin.
It's kind of jagged at the bottom.
Jim needs this loco in pieces in just 5 days. And for that, he needs manpower. A mixture of experienced old-timers like Kenny Lucas.
We the breakdown boys. Tear them up, put them together.
Send me those 2 rookies down into Bay 3.
And a couple of youngsters to do the heavy lifting.
They part of the team of tear down.
It's a lean crew with a hefty task.
All together, we're 5. We done did this a couple of times together, so we kind of know how to work with each other. We know what everybody can do, and we'll assign everybody to the job that they can best do.
When Jim's finished with this, it'll be a whole new beast.
A lean, mean pulling machine.
But before you build it up, you've got to break it down. The breakdown will happen from the top down in 3 steps. Step 1, the strip down. Cut and skin the outer steel shell of the loco to expose its innards. Step 2, the gut out. Remove the locomotive's internal organs, the engine, generator, and cab. And step 3, the final breakdown. Strip the frame down to bare steel, leaving only the trucks and wheels. At National Railway Equipment Company, breaking down locos is only half of what they do. CEO Lawrence Beal and his son Stephen built a one-of-a-kind company.
That's how you got to start. He was buying locomotives and just scrapping them out and selling the parts bit by bit. That's all he wanted to do.
Yeah, I intended to work out of my basement at home. So.
Today, their 25-year-old business includes full-scale production.
Oh yeah, we remanufacture the locomotives. That's exactly what these are. They were used locomotives that we bought, and then we remanufactured them, and when we're done, they're pretty well new.
This 10-hectare lot in Mount Vernon, Illinois, is home to about 100 locomotives. and they are waiting for the chance to get rebuilt and back on the rails. And right now, it's time to make over the Jeep 9. The crew gets straight to work on the first step, the strip down. First up, remove the steel hood, a steel membrane that stretches from the cab back over the main components. National Railway Equipment Company can sell it as scrap or reuse the structure, so the team wants it off in one piece. This metal behemoth was designed to be indestructible, so it's going to take heavy-duty torch power and muscle, which isn't enough for Shane Laird and his wrench.
Nope, that ain't working.
He's forced to call in help.
We got this pipe in the way, and we're gonna have Tim come over here and cut it out for us. Have fun, buddy. You crawl in the hole now.
The experienced guys get the torches, for good reason. This beast may be metal, but she's far from fireproof. Over the decades, a noxious coating of grease, oil, and debris worked its way deep into her body. A blast of flame in the wrong spot could ignite a fire. The cutters keep torching their way along the base of the frame. The team is ready to pull the hood. For that, they'll need some lifting power.
Cranes. We're gonna use a 30-ton, and we're gonna use this, 10-ton right here. Taking his chains onto it and pick him up for you. Up, up, and away.
But not until Mike Gargas says so.
I'm the guy that's going to be running the overhead crane, so whenever I come in and I inspect the whole locomotive before I pull the long hood.
Mike must make sure the long hood is in good enough condition to lift off in one piece. The last thing he wants is 4,500 kilograms of rusted steel plate collapsing on the workers.
A few bolts on this side, a couple bolts on that side, a few cracks in the long hood that we'll have to get taken care of and everything before we can pull the long hood so it don't fall apart as we pull it up.
Okay.
Mike finds cracks that he's concerned could tear apart in the lift, so he calls in the welders to try and reinforce the weakest points.
Over the years, it has acquired a lot of rust, a lot of cracks, even when it was moving. You know, a lot of times they get stress cracks and things like that. We have to be very careful because we don't want to take anything off that when we lift it, it have a chance of breaking. It's more of a safety procedure than anything else that don't nothing fall apart.
The hood can only be reused if it's in one piece. But try as they might, it looks too risky. They come up with a new plan. There are too many cracks in the hood to take it off in one piece, so the team decides to take it off in two pieces.
With them cracks up on the hood and everything, it's not real safe.
As they work to cut the hood in two, the boss checks in for a final inspection. He gives the okay for liftoff of the first piece. Mike begins his trek up to the crane. It's a 5-story hike, so he's up here till the hood's off. If the team missed a bolt or didn't torch all the way through, this loco will try to hold on to its skin.
Is everybody out of the way?
Something isn't right. The long hood is stuck. They're going to have to comb through the entire hood to locate what's holding it down. The locomotive breakdown team can't find the cause of the lift holdup. 20 minutes later, they discover it's just one single bolt that's delaying the entire operation.
It happens sometime. Have things stuck, new pieces been added, think you have everything out, it don't.
And somebody knucklehead don't get all the bolts.
Then a knucklehead didn't take all the bolts out.
Kenny.
Yeah.
No, it's all right.
It's all right?
It's all right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They try again. The first section is done. Because they had to cut the hood in two, Jim can't reuse it. But it's still worth about 970 euros in steel scrap. Now, the second piece of the hood.
You good? Up. Take her ease.
It comes away clean. Stage one of the breakdown is complete. Now they can move on to the gut out, removing the components, including the massive 1,774 metric horsepower engine. Since the 1930s, many locomotives have been powered by a combination of mechanical and electrical technology. At the core, a supersized diesel engine. That runs a generator, which creates enough electricity to power the air compressors needed to run all its vital organs, as well as the wheel-turning traction motors. Jim's got a schedule to keep.
Right now we're on schedule. I hope to continue on schedule.
But he doesn't want them to rush it.
Hey, Kenny, here's the plate.
They've got to remove each component while trying to keep its auxiliary parts intact. The radiator's a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, pass the torch. Torch.
This essential 453 kilogram component cools the engine as needed. And Jim can resell it for almost 100 euros. The breakdown continues. It's time to prep for lifting the engine. Wrenches won't do diddly on this beast.
All up. And that's ready to go.
This 16-cylinder powerhouse has some of the biggest bolts on the locomotive.
This is a spline drive. It takes out the bolts that don't want to come out with nothing else.
These spline drives tackle the toughest jobs, using 2,400 Newton meters of torque.
Ain't too many bolts it won't take out.
But it's not just the bolts they have to remove. They must cut old fuel lines connected to the engine through the bottom of the frame. The smallest on the team gets assigned this dirty duty.
The smallest, but the best looking. But gotta finish cutting this in half, So when we pull the engine, the pipe doesn't hook up, so it just pull out clean. Got a little bit here left to cut, and then this will be done.
It's a messy job, but someone's got to do it. "14,000 kilograms of steel is hoisted into the air as the crane rips this loco's heart out.
Bring it west. North a little. Take it
Rebuilt, the engine could be worth up to 120,000 euros and run another 50 years on the rails.
north. Good.
But this loco's gonna get something much more powerful. A genset engine.
These things will be done.
Lawrence and Stephen Beal are pioneers in a new locomotive technology. Genset technology, short for generator set, focuses on fuel efficiency. Instead of using one large engine and generator all the time at full capacity, a series of smaller engines and generators are used only when needed. An onboard computer monitors the horsepower and starts and stops the engines accordingly. If a lot of power is needed, all of them kick in. Otherwise, the rest stay off. The result? Over 35% reduction in fuel consumption and more than 85% fewer emissions of some greenhouse gases. Production supervisor Tom Bonner oversees the genset operation.
Enviro motives is what we call them. In other words, their fuel efficiency is much greater. Their sound decibels, dBs, is much lower. What we've done is basically rewrite how locomotives are being made and produced. The whole concept of what a locomotive is, we've changed it.
And they're about to change this locomotive. But before they build her back up, the breakdown boys have to remove one last component: the loco's operational center, the cab. The team is down to Kenny and Tim, and they've got a tough task to complete.
The electrical cabinet is the hardest part on getting this cab off.
No rookies today. This is a dangerous operation. This loco cab is comprised of the nose, the driver's console, and an electrical cabinet, which is basically the back wall of the cab, all welded tight together. And it's full of insulation and electrical wiring. The team's goal is to remove the cab in 2 lifts. First, the nose and driver's console, then the electrical cabinet. But before they can get to work, Kenny's got to get rid of 4 90-kilogram batteries from the bottom of the cab. He opts for the forklift because the batteries are an extreme fire hazard when near torches.
The danger of the battery is the chemicals that's in it. You know, it'll explode. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit more cutting on that before it come out. Don't want to bust them.
The batteries are fused to the cab. Kenny's forced to take out the torch. Finally, success. They'll recycle and resell these batteries. Now it's time to rock and roll.
Let's get her done.
Kenny and Tim set about cutting apart the cab. It's in bad shape, but they finally cut it free. They're ready for the first lift. For this, the team hooks up her nose and threads padded chains through the driver's console.
We good?
Huh?
We good?
No, we're not. We're too much of at an angle pulling on that hook.
Jim doesn't think it's safe to lift, so they rethread the chains to distribute the weight more evenly, all 7,000 kilograms of it.
All right, Mikey, up slow.
Up slow. Oh, cabinet's coming with it. Set it down. Set it down.
This beast won't budge.
Something's not right.
All the bolts out up there.
It's got to be welded somewhere.
Okay,
Let's check it out real quick.
The electrical cabinet is somehow still attached, but the plan is to lift that separately.
Over there. We'll get it from up under.
Probably. But it's going to take a while to get this cabinet loose.
Cabinet's pulling up, dude.
I know. I
Yeah,
know.
but you
Why-
get up in the air and something give away.
If it's-
I'm not taking a chance now. I'm not going to be unsafe.
We can put some more bolts back in there. Throw some bolts back in them holes. Hey, we got bolt holes.
Go put some bolts in it, but I want a lot of bolts in it.
Jim reluctantly agrees to the option of last resort. Try to pull it all free in one lift. But first, he wants the electrical cabinet reinforced to the cab.
What we need, about 10 of them?
No, you need about 20 of them.
Another setback on schedule.
It's going to be a little while before we pull this.
Look on my top box and give me that 3/4 socket and that 3/8 drive ratchet.
Tim and Kenny screw in 20 bolts by hand. Hopefully, this will secure the electrical cabinet to the driver's console.
Okay, Mikey, we ready?
Hey, go up.
Call it.
She ain't going quietly.
Kenny? Mike, fix yours up some more. Go ahead. Whoa.
But the strategy works. Nose, driver's console, and electrical cabinet break free in one piece.
That's why I said headache.
And Jim's team is back on schedule.
We had a good day today. Now if we can get the rest of this stuff off, get it on cleaned up a little bit, it'll be ready for rebuild.
With the gut out complete, it's time for the final step of the breakdown. They have to get the frame flawless. Otherwise, they won't be able to build it up. Because you can't weld on top of rust. It's like going to the dentist, except these guys use torches to rid the plaque. And there's a lot of it. It will take them days of sanding, cutting, and scraping to get it ready for rebuild. It's taken Jim's breakdown team just 5 days to tear this Jeep 9 apart. All that's left is their 17-meter-long base frame. In the next 7 weeks, this frame will undergo a total transformation. as it's rebuilt into a new locomotive with the latest and greenest technology. But first, they've got to move her.
Everything looks good. I'd say let's roll it out of here.
When you have a yard full of locos, it's a full-time job getting units from point A to B. That's where Tom Boswell and Hubert Carter come in. Their specialty, switching.
Keep on rolling my way.
With 100 locos and only 6.5 kilometers of track, these guys have to switch one out to move one forward.
This is like the chess game where we have to move them all around in order to get to where we're going.
You always got to think ahead. And you got to remember where this is at, or maybe put this one over here and double back and grab these two. And at first it's kind of hard, but once you do it for a while.
All right, let's go my way.
Today's game plan, get the stripped frame to the cleanup bay.
All right, take it to the blast room. Take it to the blast room.
And into the hands of Brad Kelly. He's going to strip this 50-year-old frame down to the bone.
When they come in the gate, they're nasty, oily, greasy, rusty pieces of equipment. And by the time we're done with them, it takes a long time, but by the time we're done, they're a beautiful piece of equipment. Look like they're brand new.
The cleanup bay is like a car wash on steroids. Here, they coat the frame with degreasing chemicals, then blast it with water at a scorching 82 degrees Celsius. When she's good and soaked, they push her into the sanding room. Here, they buff her clean with tiny rock-like pellets made out of coal slag.
It strips away the material and all the rust off of it, makes a nice clean surface for the paint to stick, primer to stick.
Ferlin Whittington shoots this out of a blast nozzle at 620 kilopascals. The paint rips right off. This scrub down can be seriously risky. At this force, these tiny particles could literally put a hole in you.
It'll blast through your skin a lot quicker than it does that paint. It'll go lucky. I've done it 11 years and I haven't had it happen to me. But I've seen it probably a half a dozen other guys that it's ate them up pretty good.
The frame's new and improved skin is now ready for pickup. Once more around the yard, but this time into Building 3. This is where the transformation takes place. The buildup will happen from the bottom up in 3 steps. Step 1, the frame fabrication. Remove the wheels, balance the load, and attach the coupler and end sheet. Step 2, the body buildup. Place all the locomotive's organs on the frame, the electrical cabinet, cab, and gensets. Step 3, the hookup. Connect all the air and electrical lines and give her some wheels and a brand new paint job. Jim has 7 weeks to complete the job in order to stay on budget and schedule. First, they need to lift the frame off the wheel assemblies. Out come the wheels, and in go the temporary stilts. These 7,484 kilogram wheel frames, called trucks, are one of the best examples of recycling. Built in the 1940s, these bad boys are continuously used and reused. In fact, trucks like this are no longer even manufactured because with a little upkeep, they last forever. The team will refit the wheels with new traction motors, ready for another 50 years on the tracks. Jim's finally got his frame. stripped clean and primed to go. Now the body buildup can begin. In the next few weeks, the crew will build a new locomotive on the old Jeep 9 frame. But before they can put anything on it, they must make sure it can handle the load. A loco is designed to be heavy, to keep it on the tracks. This frame must weigh 23,000 kilograms to have adequate traction. Dick Porter's responsible for making sure that weight is balanced throughout the frame. To do so, he adds ballast, or dead weight.
We have to have pretty well the same amount on the front end as the back end. We've got ballast welded all the way down the side. We're a little light on the front. So what we do, we've got a sealed compartment on the front. We add steel shot to it and then seal everything with an 1.5 inch steel plate.
The base frame is balanced. Now Dick can start assembling the loco's upper body.
I'll be throwing a little bit of dust here.
The crew builds the upper framework of their locos from sheets of recycled steel. Now, the end sheet can be secured to the frame. It must line up exactly over the space for the coupler. As always, project manager Jim Patton's got a hand on it.
This side needs to come up just about a 3/16 of an inch.
Putting it on is the easy part. It's the adjusting that really matters, because every millimeter counts, especially when it comes to the coupler. Next step, install the couplers. All locomotive and train cars have a coupler on the front and back, so they can interlock.
Right. Now go up.
If they don't line up exactly, the trains cannot connect.
You gotta have your knuckle at a certain height on front and back of locomotives and the train cars, or they won't hook up. You'll have a big problem then.
With the frame ready to go, it's time for step 2, the body buildup. Place all the locomotive's new and improved organs on the frame. The electrical cabinet needs to sit square at the back of the cab area. Jim's there to make sure it's positioned exactly right.
I have to trim that lip.
Both sides need to go your way about 3/8 of an inch.
The team must precisely position every component. If the measurements are off by a fraction, the final part won't fit, which means taking it apart and rebuilding it again. And right now, Chris Bledsoe is struggling with the nose.
Pretty crooked. The way they got the lifting eyes set up there, it ain't gonna pick up straight.
It seems to just be a matter of getting the nose level.
Say, we'll get it in there.
Kevin Villareal's got it covered.
We need basically one eye bolt on every corner and 4 different chains so it'll lift straight up and come straight in and level it out.
Kevin welds on new lift hooks. Evens up the chains.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And Chris tries for another landing.
Little more.
Oh, perfect.
In she goes. Now they've got to secure it. And that means welding. Welding involves a fine steel wire fed out the end of a tube, while at the same time, a bolt of electricity shoots through it. It melts the wire on contact into a steel puddle, creating an incredibly strong bond. This fuses all the steel together, so it can withstand weight, strain, and weather for another 50 years. No one gets more excited to weld than Mr. Kenny Lucas.
This is my girl, Betty. Yeah, this is my baby. She's such a sweetheart. She just performs well, you know what I mean? I mean, really. Betty is my welder, my welder. Don't nobody use Betty but me. Betty is like a Cadillac Escalade. She got 6-inch rims on her. This is my little glove box with my cup holder and thing. My little hooks to hang my leads and welders. I got a storage compartment under the bottom, you know, where I can put all my little gadgets and stuff.
With a cart like Betty, Kenny can make metal melt and sparks fly. But if the weld is not done properly, it could jeopardize the entire structure and safety of the locomotive.
It's an art. It's got to be an art. You got to be good at it. Because structurally, you're taking 2 pieces of metal and making 1 solid piece of metal out of it. And if it's got any holes or flaws in it, your structure's not safe. Some welders, they can just lay it down and it looks like a machine did it. This is perfect. It's like a beautiful woman, man. It's just perfect.
The loco is shaping up pretty nice. With the nose now secured, it's time for the final component to go on. This beast is about to get the ultimate heart transplant. The buildup room is a busy place, with multiple projects constantly underway. But right now, there's only one in the final stage. It's about to receive a revolutionized engine, a genset. Generator sets are the most important components in the rebuild. With this cutting-edge technology, locos are 35% more fuel efficient and emit 85% fewer particulates. It's up to Don Stewart to fly in this second genset safely.
We're going to set a genset into this hole. That'll be number 2 genset. And hook it up, and you're ready to operate.
Using his remote, Don must direct 8,600 kilograms of high-tech machinery into a perfectly fit hole. And at around 200,000 euros per genset, there's no room for error.
I'm off by a mile, Stu. I don't know about the rest of it.
It must align perfectly, or it won't connect with the other parts.
We're lining up the hose, our bolts that hold the genset down. You might have 1/8 of an inch clearance, that's it.
A few final tweaks. And voila, the team's got the genset in place. With the heart of the loco installed, this moving machine is now at the forefront of green technology. Pretty soon, she'll be ready to roll, but not until she gets her wheels back. That's where the mechanics come in. They maintain the legs of the loco, truck frames, wheels, and motors. They make them as good as new. Each set of wheels stands exactly 143.5 centimeters apart, the standard distance between the rails in the United States. When the truck, wheels, and motors all come together, the newly assembled unit weighs almost 18,000 kilograms. But that's nothing compared to what's about to go on top of it. Time to bring in the Mega Jacks. To lift a loco, you gotta have power.
Just a little, off side to side.
These 45 metric ton jacks work as a single unit and operate at exactly the same speed to ensure they lift the loco level.
We're going to jack up this locomotive. We're going to put trucks underneath it.
I think we're good, Stu.
Clear for jackup. They crank up the loco and safely slide in the wheels.
Tied up on the belt rope.
So far, Jim's happy with the progress.
We're pretty much on schedule. Probably a week behind, but I can make that up.
It's on to step 3, the hookup. And that starts with the electrical lines. This electrical cabinet controls every single aspect of the locomotive. It's basically the brain.
Well, everything comes through here, but to blow the horn, it's an electrical control that opens the air valve to blow the horn.
It'll take electrician Gene Beretta a week straight to connect each and every wire. And concentration is a must. If he gets the wires crossed, the whole lot won't go. While Gene focuses on the wiring, a second team installs the air system.
We're just the airmen. We run all the air lines in the locomotives for the brakes, the sanders, the horns, the windshield wipers, all that's run on air.
Air is like the blood of the locomotive. Several parts require it. These air lines are made out of copper. At around €5 per kilogram, it's a pricey material to work with.
I'm just marking this and cut it because we need it to fit perfect.
Every airline must be cut, bent, and fit exactly to measure.
And there you have it.
Jim's happy. They're in the final lap of the buildup and on schedule. It's finally time to dress her up with some new paint. Ferlin Whittington and his team of painters place stickers over dried orange paint to stencil on the letters of the loco's name. With the stencils in place, now it's time to paint it black. The team suits up for the assignment. And they've learned some tricks of the trade.
Putting Vaseline on my face, the part that's open, eyelashes or whatever, you know what I'm saying, because the paint, when the paint in here, you get paint in your eyes or on your eyelashes, it's hard to get off of your face. And when you get done, you just wipe it off with a towel. You don't have to scrub on your face or nothing like that.
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Over the next few days, they spray more than 190 liters of liquid through their blast nozzles. These white stickers will be peeled later on to reveal the orange letters underneath. There's nothing like a brand new paint job. 8 weeks ago, she was a rusty, broken down relic. Today, she emerges as a lean, green moving machine. Thanks to Stephen Beal and Company, with her new genset technology, she'll sail the rails for another 50 years.
It makes me extremely happy, yeah. I like watching them go from old to new and just watch it fire up for the first time and move under its own power for the first time. It's amazing every time.
And the cycle of loco life continues. Work's done for today. But there's plenty more for tomorrow. 'Cause locos are born to ride.